I'm up. What? I'm up. I'm good. It's all good. What now? Ooh, nice. Yeah. What's this now? You have a question? What's the question? Name name some important inventions. What do you mean? Just like in general, or? Uh huh. All right. Uh, let's see. Well, in no particular order, I guess I would have to say, let's start with GPS, global positioning satellites, right? Now, I think the government was using that stuff back in the early 70s, mid 70s, but it wasn't really until 1983 when the Russians shot down that Korean passenger jet that Reagan decided to sort of open up the GPS, I'll say, program, well, to the country and then ultimately the world. And, that was pretty much from there. A few short years later, there was no more Thomas Guide and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, that's pretty good. Anyway, another one, well, the wheel. I don't know, that was like 3,500 years ago. They had mild success with the hexagon. I don't think the triangle was a big winner. And eventually somebody stumbled upon the circle, the wheel. And there you go. And then you put an axle on it, and now you got a wagon. What else? Well, you'd have to say smartphones. And when I say smartphone, more than just a phone, not Graham Bell's invention, but the BlackBerry came out in 2000. Not so much a smartphone. Really, I would say the first smartphone would have been in 2007, the iPhone 1. Is this what you meant? Okay, yeah, I'll continue. Well, the printing press, Johannes Gutenberg, the printing press in when was that, the 1400s? That certainly changed religion, changed everything, because now books could be printed and people could read and learn for themselves as opposed to just assuming whatever priest or pastor they were listening to was speaking the truth. They could do their own investigations. Changed everything. Penicillin, that was in 1928. That's got to be a doozy. You get a wound. Chances are if you get a sickness, penicillin will fix you up. The light bulb in 1879, or various incarnations of the light bulb, that certainly changed everything. The compass, that's like China in the 2nd century. That's a doozy. Internal combustion engine, where would we be without that? Christ, that changed everything. Nails, I think that's like, I don't know, first year one. I'm not sure exactly when nails were invented. I know they've been popularized about 39 years later, but they're pretty popular. Nails are good. Well, contraceptives, certainly the birth control pill, the dawn, the sexual revolution. I think some variant of that is from the late 50s, 57, 60s. It put women in control of their lives in a way that prior to that they couldn't possibly imagine. And their attempt to take over the world hasn't been overly successful, but they've made obviously a lot of progress. Concrete, I would have to say concrete's a doozy. That's like 3000 BC that was invented in one variation or another. I think that's a good one. Magnifying glass, that's a good one. I don't know when that was invented. I think that's like 1268. I'd have to look that up. Mid 1200s, I think. That changed a lot of the magnifying glass takes us to microscopes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Refrigerators are super important. Can't do a whole lot without refrigerators. I don't know. whoa, you know what? One last one. Controlling fire. I mean, mastering that's a doozy. Does that how many was that? That's got to be 10 or 11. What do you think? Does that meet your needs? Yeah. Can I just pass back out now? Okay, good. Thank you.